Hello everybody, I'm Burning Acid. Welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. Look at this, we've got so much stuff going on, it's fantastic. So I launched a few more missions and it's gonna be glorious. This low grav rover over here is gonna be going to the Urania system, and it's actually going to arrive before the big ultra mega patent time spaceship is going to get there. That's really bad actually. This launch was really bad. We've got a few more things. We've got 2 missions going to the Joule system. And last time I asked you guys what to do with these guys on Peabody. First of all, I had a comment saying, send them to Fearless. So I was like, sure, I'll send them to Fearless, and I launched a rover to go to Fearless as well. Then I had a comment saying, oh, send them back, they've been brave enough and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, sure, I can appease you guys both. And what I ended up doing was I ended up sending a rover and followed up by another interplanetary vessel going to the Fearless system, and that's pretty fabulous. Our Kaiser system vessel is only 155 days away from its destination. That's pretty fantastic, that's pretty good, but the new vessels going to the Fearless system will still arrive before the Kaiser system. Like, what the fuck is going on over here? So what we will be doing today we'll be sending Sherlock and Herlock back to Kerbin if we can. We'll be landing the 2 guys in the Juna system. We'll be landing them on Juna, and that's gonna be pretty good times all around. It's gonna be pretty fantastic. And after that we will see if we can simply speed up time and get our Kaiser system interplanetary vessel towards its encounter. So let's start off by sending Sherlock and Herlock back to Kerbin. I think that would be pretty good, not gonna lie. So here we go, once again productivity mode is enabled. I'm post commentary guy. Hello everybody, how are you all doing? It's going pretty well here, I'm not even joking about that. We have just shot our guys up into space, and they are gonna be attempting to get an encounter with Kerbin. They do not quite manage from the Fearless system because they are ever so slightly inclined, and we need to fix that first, and that's gonna be essential. Basically, it's gonna be very fucking essential. It's not even joking. So those guys are on their way to a maneuver node, so we swapped over to the Juna vessel, and we are going to be landing it. But before we actually go in for a landing attempt, I need to talk about a few things I did that I did not talk about before. I edited a few files myself, making a few engines a bit more powerful. The main sail is about 33% better. Poodle is also about 33% better, and the atomic rocket motors are actually 50% better. However, main sails are like hilariously overpowered right now, so I'll probably be tweaking around with the main sail file. However, the Poodle and the atomic rocket motors, I like how they are working currently, so I'll probably be going with the 33 and the 50% increase in everything. Well, not everything, like mass isn't increased. So that what you just saw wasn't actually the best. We were going way too fast for our parachutes to deploy, and our command pod was ripped off. That's not the best. You do not want to be doing that. And we'll be trying again. I have learned from my mistakes, maybe, possibly, I don't know actually. Have I learned from my mistakes? It's kinda unlikely, is it? I don't know. We'll see what happens, right? It's gonna be glorious nonetheless. We are spinning around our rocket, and good times are had by I can't even see what their names are. I forgot. I'm very sorry. I'm actually really sorry about that, but yeah, they fall over, so they are not worthy of remembering. It seems these 2 guys, they are not even nearly as good at landing as Sherlock and Herlock are. Those 2 Kerbals, they are actually the freaking best at landing. I reckon they could do a landing without parachutes on Kerbin. I'm pretty sure they could. We're not gonna do it because I don't want them to be proven wrong, but I am pretty sure they can do it if they really freaking want to. So these 2 guys, they are going in for like their 4th attempt to land on Juna. It's not been going too well, but this time I remembered to turn RCS on right before touching down, because that will actually help you keep your rockets upright. It really does help quite a lot, not gonna lie. So these two guys have just arrived from Juno. It's nothing too special, but it's still pretty cool, right? We've actually got dust storms going on and all the good stuff is going on over there. They planted a flag, they're doing signs all over the place. The second Kerbal, he's gonna be trying to stuff them chutes back into the things, into the parachute things, and going crazy in the process. We had to dump some stuff, but that's actually fine. So we are speeding up with Sherlock and Herlock to get to our node, and we will be getting rid of our inclination. That's pretty good. We absolutely need to do that, because otherwise it's going to be very difficult to actually reach Kerbin, because we would only be intersecting it at 2 points. And we have set up an encounter. We need to do a very long burn for it. It's not too long. It's not the shortest burn though. It does take quite some time, but we managed it in the end. Nothing blew up this time. Not this time at least. Normally stuff does blow up, but this time it didn't. Kinda sad about that, not gonna lie. But there we have it. We have an encounter set up for Sherlock and Herlock. They are going home, and this is what I meant about overpowered mainsails. If I just go out of map view, I'd like to go out of map view. Can I go out of map view? Hello? Yeah, there we go. Look at what I brought. Look at what I brought with me to the Fearless system. This is kind of crazy, isn't it? I think it is. I think this is pretty crazy. I mean, we've actually got main cells, like 3 main cells. We've actually got our launching stage with us. So I'll probably drop the boost of the main cells to about 20%. The idea of me boosting our engines is because the Kerbal system is very fucking large. It's so much bigger than it is in the main game, in the vanilla game, in the base game. So I felt like I actually did need a bit more powerful rockets. Something exploded, but that's fine. Stuff is supposed to explode this Kerbal Space program. For some reason, when I tried to switch vehicles, it put me back on Kerbin. I don't know what's up with that. That's actually the 2nd time in this recording, and it will happen a 3rd time, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure, but not entirely sure. But it's gonna be fine. We will attempt a few arrow captures. Doesn't work out. Doesn't quite work out. So in the end, I was like, fuck this crap. Look at the fuel I have left. Screw this crap, I'm just gonna do a normal burn. And we did do a normal burn in the end, but that will be now, I think. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be now. Yeah, I'm playing around with the node to actually see how much Delta V would be required to do it with a burn. And it's gonna be pretty good. I think this is the one we will be getting. And right after that we'll be switching over to the rover, because that's actually gonna be really close to the periapsis as well. They are nearly arriving at the same time. I was actually sort of impressed about that. Did not expect them to arrive that soon, or in such a short window to each other or something in that direction. I don't know what I'm saying. So there we have the tank hanging upside down or something, relative to the camera, I guess. It's space, so there's no upside down or up and down or left and right. That stuff doesn't exist in space. So we are doing a long burn. It's fine. Our rover is now in orbit. We've got 2 things in orbit around Fearless. We are going to attempt to match those orbits inclination-wise. We will not be matching them with altitude. See, there we go again. I tried to switch to a different vessel and it puts me on some debris on Peabody. I don't know why it does that. It's kind of crazy. Do not approve. Actually, do not approve. And we will be doing a burn quite soon to get rid of that inclination we have relative to the rover, and it's been done. We've done it. We can go do other stuff now. So at this point the game is going to crash, and it will crash about 5 more times trying to get the game back to work. But I did manage to get it back to work. It took for freaking ever. Not gonna lie, it took forever. But we managed to speed up time towards the Kaiser system. And we are gonna go in for an orbit around Kaiser. And holy shit, that place is kinda... I don't know. That place is kinda crazy. Lots of moons going around in weird orbits and weird colors and crazy stuff going on. You guys will see. I felt like I was on massive druggage or something with the colors I was seeing. I'm not a massive druggage, but I felt like I was a massive druggage. I mean, look at that! Look at that! If that's not a hippie planet, then I don't fucking know. Then I do not know. But still, it's pretty cool, right? I mean, look at the colors. It looks fantastic. So we will be raising our orbit out of the way of the moons because we don't want to crash into the moons. That's not helpful one bit. So we did it. We are actually in orbit around Kaiser. And at that point, when I had just finished setting up an orbit around Kaiser, we were actually 4 hours away from our Kerbin encounter with Sherlock and Herlock, so we nearly missed that. If I had taken just ever so slightly longer about getting an orbit around the Kaiser system, then we would have totally missed Kerbin with Sherlock and Herlock's. But I will take my leave now. Damn, guys, is it just me or did we get a lot of crap done? I think it's not just me, I think we actually did get a lot of crap done. We landed on Juna, we got a new crew and a rover at Fearless. We got the guys Sherlock and Herlock back from Fearless. We nearly missed that window actually. I had only just finished getting these guys into orbit around Kaiser and then it was like 4 hours until a Kerbin encounter, so that was really lucky. We could have easily missed that. Really easily could have missed that, and that's actually not the best. So now that Bill and Bob have finally arrived at their location after a journey of 1.5 years, we need to decide a place for them to land at. We could go to Kunar, that's one possibility, a really weird looking moon. Or we could go to Dawn, also a really weird looking moon. Oh man, these look hilly as fuck, just like Juna. Juna is one hilly bastard, not gonna lie. We could go to Polo. Seems a bit weird as well, not gonna lie. Or we could go to Jaben, which also looks kinda weird. Why are all the moons around this planet so colorful? The planet itself is very colorful as well, but oh wow, this actually looks really nice. Are those? Seems to be oceans with like a quadrillion islands. Pretty cool, pretty damn cool. But we need to decide where we want to land. You guys can let me know in the comments where we should land, and that should be pretty good, right? So next time we will actually be visiting one of these moons. You guys need to let me know which one, and that's gonna be pretty good. What we will also do is we will get these two vessels landed on Fearless itself, and it's gonna be glorious. Hopefully I can land them not too far from each other, because if they do land a bit far from each other, it's gonna be a real bitch. But it's gonna be fun nonetheless. It's gonna be great. So currently the very next encounter we have planned is gonna be in 1.5 years, so that's actually pretty long. I may or may not, but I probably will send a few more missions out off camera. Also, I'll be looking for a proper window to shoot a rover to Juna. We haven't had a proper window. We need to get Kerbin to around here to shoot a rover to Juna. It's gonna be great though. So until next time, I've been Burning Acid. Thank you all for watching and goodbye.